Arriving in the Babylon singularity, the Chaldeans see the glamorous city, and amidst the center of it is the ziggurat where the king is located. They're spotted and attacked by some Babylon soldiers, which prompts the mother of all, the mother of mothers, Tiamat, in a new form to appear to assist them. After the battle is over, coming out of it mostly unharmed and victorious, Tiamat formally introduces herself to them. We're informed that she was summoned by her other self in the mobile timeline after being defeated. Although she's a bit upset that she was defeated, the one thing she won't stand for is the Chaldeans losing and making her look weak. Also, she wants to help her kids out, so it's a win-win in both regards. They arrive at her secret hideout where a new character appears, the captain, who looks very similar to Nemo, and Tiamat offers them snacks for the first of many times, showing her motherly side to them all. When they go out again, they spot Kentucky and Berserker Lancelot fighting, and because they refuse to listen to Tiamat and the others telling them to stop fighting, it's decided that they need to be punished. Afterwards, calming the two down, they run into Tamamo, who says that she feels left and abandoned by the captain, but he clarifies he was confident in her ability, thus he didn't abandon her. It's also revealed that the captain can't really fight at the moment, since that's not his purpose for being here, and his spirit origin is supposedly unstable. After some more rest, they end up confronting Jolter and Blackbeard, who are working with the Babylon king. The two of them are defeated and dematerialize. Afterwards, they reach the ziggurat, where they see the king of this city, and they have to fight many soldiers to actually reach him. The king calls himself Gilgamesh II, and he utilizes Gilgamesh's anti-servant skill, which overwhelms our heroes and their allies. Yet he does find them intriguing nonetheless. Some of Gilgamesh's tendencies die hard, and that shows at the end of this battle. Successfully escaping, they return to the base and end up meeting Enkidu, who then decides to test them to see if they have the ability to actually face the king, mentioning that to defeat this fake king, they need the chain, which is Enkidu, and the sword, which is them and their power. Enkidu reveals that the real Gilgamesh is actually dead, and a clone of his corpse was made, and a soul was put into it, meaning this is not the real Gilgamesh. Enkidu refers to his king as a Super Babylonia Urukan, and his true name, Nebuchadnezzar II, the king of Babylon around the 7th century in proper history. It's said that he rebuilt the city of Babylon in the Old Testament before eventually going insane later. He was also said to have been born with the power of the gods, similar to Gilgamesh. But unlike Gilgamesh, he was more incomplete. And now that he has the body, which is a much better vessel for this power, is a much better fit for him. But how's his soul brought here? It could have traveled back in time by itself. Well, we have to thank the beast for that, and I don't mean Tiamat. Meanwhile, with the king, he's calling for his queen, this being Queen Draco. Draco tells him to continue his work, as he's doing a good job as her apostle of desire, building a city of sin. The Chaldeans and their new allies decide to face the king, goes by his true name, and declares that he no longer needs this mortal body anymore because he wants to transcend human knowledge and become the closest king to becoming that of a god. Everyone prepares himself, going full power, but in Tamo's case, she'll do that without bringing out her tails because she doesn't like doing that. Victory is finally achieved, but it's not over yet. A new foe appears that must be stopped, and this one is much more dangerous. With the appearance of the beast of the arcade timeline, Queen Draco, as she goes by currently, although that name may be subject to change, she summons forth a tsunami that floods the city that is said to be even bigger than Tiamat's Chaos Tide. And she looks young, that's because she has yet to reach full adulthood, or should I say full beasthood, since the captain reveals that his identity is that of Noha, chief of those who survived the world's destruction, successor of the oldest survivor, Utnapishtim, serving as Grand Rider. And even though the city is flooded, it's fine, because they have Noha around, so everything is all good for them so far. It's revealed that the king is sadly not satisfied, even though he knew that everything he's built up and gathered would eventually come to an end, and he wishes he could have made the perfect city of evil, feeling unworthy of Queen Draco's praise, even though she says he made one of the only 5 cities in history to be worthy of her attention, calling herself the Beast from the Beyond, Beast 6, initiating a fight with the Chaldeans. And even though she was just playing around with them, not even being in her final form, she is technically defeated or held back, we could say. And that next time that we fight, she'll be in a more complete form, having reached full beasthood as the cause of all singularities up to this point to gain that power. You want to hear more about Draco herself? Then I have a video specifically about her in the description below.